yes, it's not August yet. Nope. Hi. I did a kind of summary review of this Japanese horror film called Shudder for Rachel yesterday, and Rachel says that I should do it for you. Spoilers! It starts out with this couple, with this guy and this girl. It's Jan and I don't remember the guy's name. They're like with his friends. I guess he's introducing her to his friends. And you guys gotta be a little bit quieter. They're driving back and they're just talking about how she like likes his friends and stuff, and like she's so glad she met him and stuff, and then BAM! They hit a girl. They also like ram their car into like the side, and they're all like sitting there like, what do we do? He's like, oh, drive! And she's like, what? It's like, drive! And I'm like, oh, okay. And so they drive off, and they leave the girl like dead in the road. They're like, oh, she might still be alive, just drive! I guess time passes or something, I don't know. And they're at like, I think the boyfriend's sister's graduation. Somebody's graduating, and they take all these pictures. It's all happy, yay! And so they go, and he goes into the store after I guess he got them developed, and he pulls out the pictures, and they all have all these like white mark, like mist marks on them. And he's like, well, this is weird. And the guy at the photo thing's like, yeah, that is weird. Let's look at the negatives. Ha, see, we didn't fail, you did. He's like, oh. Wait, I think there's something I'm missing. Yeah, the girlfriend had this crazy guilt dream. They have a dark room. The door shut on the dark room, and then the door started shaking uncontrollably, and then it stopped, and she's like, well, I should go inside, because that makes sense. Click. She goes inside, and the door slams. Big shock. And in the sink across the way, there's like hair like floating in this filled up sink, and then like the girl starts to crawl out of it, and she's like, let me out, and then she wakes up. Boyfriend takes the pictures back to the apartment, and he's looking at them, and he's like, well, this sucks. My camera's broken. I'm so sad. He sees this one picture with the weird shadow on it, and he enlarges it somehow. He can tell that it is a girl's, like, profile staring at his sister, whoever graduated. The head just changed, and it's like this creepy, like, Chinese Asian girl with like just a lot of mascara on going, ah! Crazy stuff just starts happening. I wasn't really paying attention during this part. They're like, well, maybe there's a spirit haunting us or something, because, you know, we hit that girl and just left her to die on the side of the road. They see someone who, like, specializes in, like, spirit photography. He's like, yeah, people can fake them, but not Polaroids, so here's a Polaroid camera, have fun.
They're talking about crazy people.
So they're talking about me. The girl, for some reason, is at, like, the college or something. I think I feel something weird, so she takes the Polaroid out, and she starts taking pictures, and they don't have anything in it. She turns around and she takes this picture, and at the very end, there's, like, this ghost girl, and she's like, ah! So she, I guess she grabs the Polaroid, I don't remember, and she realizes that she's seen this girl before, and she recognizes her in all these photos that her boyfriend has, like, when he was graduating from college and stuff. Hey, boyfriend, you know this girl that we probably ran over and left to die in the street. Who is she? And he's like, oh, we secretly dated. Did I not tell you that? She wasn't liked by anybody. And so he was like, well, that just makes sense. I should date her. And so he was kind of dating her, and then was like, oh, man, I don't really like her that much. But she's fucking crazy. She, like, tries to slit her wrist, and she threatens to kill herself if he breaks up with her. So he just breaks up with her. They go to see the girl's mother. She's like, oh, she's upstairs, go see her. And so they go upstairs, and they, like, see this figure in a bed, so they shake it, and it turns over, and it's, like, this rotting corpse that looks like it's been dried, like, jerky. And they're like, what happened? Like, oh, she killed herself, but, you know, instead of getting her buried or anything, I just left her up in her bed. You should get her cremated, because that'll probably get rid of her spirits that's trying to kill us. So right before they go to get her cremated, they're sleeping at home. The boyfriend wakes up, and the spirit girl is like crawling all over the place, like she's on the side of the bed, which I don't understand. Okay, so she like disappears, like as she's like crawling over the bed. She's like, oh, and so he's like, I should look under the bed, and then he looks back up, and she's like right beside him. Ah, he's like running and running and running, and it's like, I gotta escape, and he climbs out the window or something, and he's like going down the fire escape, like, she's not gonna find me here. She just, like, crawls down after him. He's like, oh no, and just lets go. He's fine, though. He's just got a few bruises, but I guess he's okay. He just fell off a building, but whatever. Oh, before this, you find out that his two friends that you met at the beginning are dead. They jumped off buildings and killed themselves. So, foreshadowing. They watched the girl's body become burned and stuff. the next day and they're like, yeah, it's over. That's what you think. Guess some time has passed. I don't know how much time, and like everything's good and fine. At the beginning of the movie, the boyfriend was having problems with his neck. The girlfriend goes to the photography place, gets a whole bunch of pictures, and she's like, oh my god, they're gonna have stuff on them! Ah! And they don't. She gets back, and she opens another pack, and she realizes that the camera that her boyfriend has, you find out was given to him by the crazy ex-girlfriend who killed herself on pills, which they didn't actually hit with a car, because I guess they hit the ghost with the car. The camera, apparently one night when they fell asleep on the couch together, like just started taking a whole bunch of pictures, and off in the corner you can see like the figure of the shadow almost of the ghost girl, and like they're almost exactly the same, and she realizes that, oh, I put them all together, it's gonna be like a flip book, and so she like flips them, and she can see it like across the room and like up the bookcase, and then she's like, well, okay, I'll go to the bookcase. What's this? Negatives? What? Oh god! And the pictures are of her boyfriend's friends raping the girl. And so obviously when the boyfriend comes home, she's like, what the hell? Rape pictures. He's like explains that, oh, like I walked in on them and they were like raping my secret girlfriend or whatever. And they're like, take a picture so that she can't like tell on us, so she won't tell anyone, so that she has proof that we raped her? Sure. Click, click, click. She's like, oh, I can't deal with this. Fuck you, I'm gone. Jan's gone. Oh, I'm so sad. My girlfriend's gone. Oh, well, at least I'm not haunted by spirits anymore. Wrong! He turns around in the mirror, and he just sees, like, the ghost girl sitting on his shoulders, like, I'm here! Like, puts her hands over his eyes. Of course, he's like, I can't see where the ghost girl is. And he literally just, like, backs and falls out of the window. And you think, well, he's gotta be dead, right? Nope, he's still alive! I don't know how many buildings this guy has fallen out of, but he is still okay. The girl goes to visit him in the hospital, and, like, one of the last things you see is that, I don't know why the hospital door has a mirror on it, but like, the door kind of swings, and you can see the guy sitting in bed, and the ghost girl's, like, still sitting on his shoulders, like, I'm still here! And then it just ends, and you're like, yeah! That was awesome! It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was very creepy. Foreign horror films are usually pretty good. I watched this movie called Dumplings about this woman who wanted to stay young forever, and so she just ate these dumplings made out of aborted fetuses. So, it was better than that. The acting was really good. The photography was really pretty. And the story was pretty good, and it was the first, I think, like ghostly, like foreign, like creepy crawling after you girl that I've ever rooted for the ghost to kill the character. Gremlins was the first PG-13 movie. I will see you next time. Cheers.